Hello everyone, welcome to my new video on stock market where I will discussing about a very interesting stock which has been in use for quite a time and nowadays every day is trending in the news nowadays. So you might have guessed the stock name I think. So actually if you see on the slide here, I have left the space blank if you see. So the stock name actually here is Reliance Industries. So which has been in use for I will say quite a long time. And nowadays, after the lockdown, I mean after the COVID-19 happened, like Reliance has been used almost every week. They have been selling the stake in Geo, and also they did the rights. I'm selling their rights, which was like oversubscribed and very successful. And it was one of the biggest, I will say, rights selling in India. Other than that, they have been selling, of course, stake in Geo to Facebook and other foreign companies. And today itself, Saudi Arabia also, sorry, not Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi also invested in Reliance Industries. So what I'm going to discuss about Reliance Industries here is that in which segments Reliance Industries operates, and also what has been returns for Reliance Industries since their IPO. I'm not going to tell you about the fundamentals of the company in this video or whether you should buy the stock or sell the stock. I'm not going to give you any advice on that in this video. And also I will say a request from my side is that since this takes a lot of effort to, I mean, take data from the annual reports and then put it together. So I will just request you everyone to subscribe to my channel and also like this video in case you like this content, because that will encourage me a lot in making similar type of videos. And also if you want this type of video where I show you the IPO returns of the company, then also comment the company for which you want that. Now you will think that why I'm making videos on IPO returns. I mean, what does it mean? I mean, for any investor. So from my understanding is one is of course knowledge. So when somebody says that Amazon was like in the, I will say in the crash of, I mean 2001 crash, tech bubble, it was almost reduced to, I don't remember the exact amount, but it was almost selling at $10, $20. And today the price of one Amazon stock is around 2000, more than $2,000. So you can see the huge returns. And also for me, like how I got attracted to stock market was when I read about Eicher Motors, the makers of Royal Enfield, and also MRF. Like their stock price was 70,000. MRF was quoting at 70,000 at that time, and Eicher Motors was at 30,000. And also they have given huge returns. I mean, so I got to know that in stock market you can make this much amount of returns if you invest in right stocks. And there is downside also of stock market, of course. The downside is that if you invest in wrong type of stocks, they can also destroy you the wealth. Same way, they may destroy you 90%, 99% of your wealth also. So both the sides are there, but at least I know that through stock market, there is a possibility of making a lot of money, and it's not illegal or something. If you, I mean, study the fundamentals of the company well, do a lot of research, see what products the company is selling, then if you make a right choice and if you have patience means you wait for 10 years, 15 years, then the company will give you very good returns in future. And you can take the, I will say, you can use the power of compounding also in this case if you are a long-term investor. Now, okay, so rights, I discussed about the rights issue and the Geo stake sale, which is, I mean, the news every day. Other than that, the main thing about Reliance Industry is that it started as an oil company. It was mostly into petrochemicals and refining. And today it has diversified into emerging markets. So what are these emerging markets? These are retail market, which is very high growing market in India. Plus you have digital, I will say digital segment where they have Geo and other digital products. So these two are very high growing areas for them. So let's start with this, I mean slides. So I will first look at in what segments Reliance Industries operate first. So you will get an idea of Reliance Industries. And at last, I will talk about how much returns Reliance Industries has given since IPO. So what if you would have invested rupees 10,000 during the IPO of Reliance Industries? So what amount I mean, what that 10,000 will be worth today. So, okay, for Reliance Industries, I told you it's petrochemicals, refining, retail, and of course, digital segment. So, first, of course, is the petrochemicals. You do not see these products directly because these petrochemicals are mostly, I will say, chemicals that are used for, I will say, making plastics. Like if you see your chair, plastic chair, they may have used some chemicals, and that chemical is being made by Reliance Industries. So they have one of the biggest factories in Gujarat which produces these petrochemicals. That's one of the largest in the world, actually, not only in India. So if you see here, their products, petrochemicals that they produce, these chemicals are of course produced from petroleum. That's why the name petrochemicals. And they have like they are being these chemicals are being used in pharma, infrastructure, transport, water storage, agriculture. See, you see the application of these chemicals is everywhere in almost all the sectors of the economy. And it's not that the demand for these petrochemicals is going to decrease. It may, I mean, I'm not telling that it's a very high growth area, but demand is still there. Infrastructure, transport, water storage, these all sectors are growing. Pharma, so these all sectors are growing. And there are other applications also in sports. If you see for making golf balls, sportswear, in residential area, in apparels, beds, sofas. So they also manufacture polyester that are used in making clothes. In FMCG space also they are using. In packaging they have plastics, so of course in plastic bottles and disposable packages. Industrial also, if you see, in chemicals, 3D printing. So it's petrochemicals that they are producing. They find a lot of applications in many sectors of economy. Other than this, of course, they are in refining. So I think refining contributes a lot of revenue for them. So in refining, basically they take the crude oil, and crude oil itself is not a very useful product. But if you refine it, you get a lot of other products, byproducts from it. So some of them are here, like LPG is there, sulfur is there, petroleum coke, then aviation turbine fuel. Some of them are here, and they are also being used a lot. So LPG, I will say demand is still high, but in some cases, if you see, maybe demand may be low because I mean, if you see, many countries are, I mean, going to like other types of energy. They are moving away from this petrol and other, I will say, the old types of energy, right? The type of energy that was used in old times. So this may be impacted. Refining may be impacted in the future because of this. And also, if you see, they have petroleum pumps also where they sell the petroleum for cars and bikes. So these all may be impacted in the long term. But they also have other way to basically shift from this. Let's say if they have petroleum products, sorry, petroleum, I mean say petroleum retail outlets, and let's say if the economy goes towards electric vehicles, that is already started. They can on this, I mean, on these retail outlets of petroleum, they can also have, I mean, electric vehicles charger also. So that's one way. Other than that, these two are of course I will say that's how Reliance Industries started with these two. But now after 2000, they have also like I will say last 10 years they've also focusing more on retail and digital economy. So in retail, of course, they have Reliance Fresh, Reliance Smart, Reliance Market, Reliance Digital, Geo Digital Life, Trends is there, Azio is there, Reliance Footprint is there, Reliance Jewels is there. So there are a lot of retail segments in which they are there. So they have some of the in-store brands. Like if you see, they have created their own brands. Some of them are NGO, Good Life. These all are their own brands, Graphite. But they also have partnered with many foreign brands. So if you see some of the famous foreign brands are Diesel, Blairberry are there, Gas is there, Mother Care is there. So there are many others also here which which with they have partnered, and they sell their products in the Reliance retail outlets. Next one is of course digital services. That's growing very fast for them. Of course, Jio is a part of this, and they, I mean, once they arrived, Jio I think 12-14, and the number of subscribers they have, I think 306.7 million at the end of 2019. That's quite huge if you see how fast they have grown. And on if you have if you have Jio SIM, so you also get Jio News, Jio TV, Jio Cinema, Jio Savan, Jio Health Club. This all you get with that. Other than that, they are also in enterprise segment through Jio Cloud and JioNet. And There are other also like Geo GST, Geo Chat. These are also like based on Geo platform, digital economic platform. So these are all the Geo services. And okay, at last they also have like two subsidiaries, that is TV18 and Network 18, which are going to be merged in some time. And they have like they are mostly into entertainment. So if you see, TV18 has many channels like CNBC TV18, News TV18, Colors, MTV. These are some of the famous channels for them. Viacom 18 and Geo Studios. These are mostly for film entertainment, for producing movies. Like some of the famous movies for Viacom 18, I will say Gangs of Wasipur, Padmavati, Bhag Mika Bhag. I think these all are Viacom 18. And Geo Studios also is producing a lot of movies now. They also have OTT platform Woot, and they have like another one in Cricket Next, that is a magazine. Then they are also into publishing space through Forbes, and if you see interiors and other stuffs. And in digital commerce, of course, they have Book My Show. They have a stake in Book My Show. So these are some of the famous, I will say, their stakes in some of the famous, I will say, segments. Now let's look at how much revenue and earnings each segment contributes. So refining and marketing, if you see, it contributes almost 4 lakh crores of their revenues, and around 20,000 crores of their earnings. Earnings before, I mean, it's EBITDA. Sorry, not EBITDA. But so okay, sorry, I'm not able to pronounce that. So earning before basically tax and interest. So that's 20,000 crores. Then they are in petrochemicals. If you see, the revenue is 1 lakh 72,000, and the earnings here is 32,000 crores. So they are getting a lot of earnings from this petrochemical segment. Oil and gas, I will say it's like they're still in investment phase. And if you see, there is a loss actually of 1,379 crores and revenue of 5,000 crores. Then these are the new areas in which they are investing more: retail with a revenue of 1,30,000 crore and earnings of 5,500 crores. Digital services through Geo, 46,500 crores and earnings of almost like 9,000 crores. Media and entertainment, again, it's like very small chunk, like 5,000 crores of revenue and 52 crore of loss. Now, this is the highlights from the 2018-19 annual report. They have revenues of, if you see, 6 lakhs almost crores. If you see a profit after tax of around 40,000 crores and market cap of 8 lakh 63,000, but it's now around 10 lakhs crores. Now, Reliance Industries has the highest revenue and highest profit after tax in India. It also has the highest market capitalization of 10 lakh crores, and it's also the first company in India to reach that milestone. Geo, I mean, alone is today valued at around 5 lakh crores. That's this is the valuation at which they are selling the stake to Facebook and other companies. Reliance Retail is also almost valued at 3 lakh crores. So totally these two together is almost valued at 8 lakh crores, right? And if you see, the today's valuation is 10 lakh crores. So I mean, just 2 lakh crores for other business, petrochemicals and refining. And also some facts about Reliance Industries. Reliance is responsible for almost 5% of government of India's total revenues from customs and excise duty. Other than this, Reliance Industries is also the highest income taxpayer in the private sector in India. Now, what is RIL or Reliance Industries of future? So this is what I have read and my knowledge is about. So Reliance Industries consumer business, that is their Geo business and retail business, they are like contributing around 37% to earnings before tax and tax and interest. So if you see, it has increased from 32% in last year, and it was only 13% in 2017 and 18. So you see here, right, the trend here, they are basically removing their dependency on petrochemical and refining business. And the earnings from newer consumer facing segments is increasing a lot year by year. So 17-18, it's just 13%. Today it's 37%. And according to reports, what I've seen, by 2022, this will be like 50%. So that's quite high if you see. And also for consumer business, if you see, earning before interest and tax is growing at more than 50%. So there are two reasons for it. One is, of course, the margin expansion that is happening. So Reliance Retail, if you see the margins for them, it was very low, like 2%, 3%. Today it's close to 4%, but there is a lot of room for growth in these margins also. Plus, they are also doing a revenue increase. Jio also, it's their margin is increasing year by year. Also, another good factor is that debt. So now debt, debt reduction is happening for them. They are selling the stake in Jio, and with that they are trying to basically solve this issue of debt. They are also going into cloud and data centers. So they have last time I knew they have partnered with Microsoft in for the clouds and data center, and they will. So they have not exactly started this, but I believe that this would be their next growth story in digital economy. What about the shareholders' wealth creation? So that's the main interesting part here. How much wealth they have created for the shareholders from the IPO. So in the last 5 years, of course, you can see how the share price has like jumped like lot. I think the price was 600, 700 4 5 years before, and it's tripled almost. So yeah, a lot of returns in last 5 years. And let's start from IPO itself. In 1977, the IPO happened, and the share of one stock was 10 rupees per share in the IPO. And if you have invested rupees 10,000 in this IPO, that's equivalent to 2.5 lakhs today. Because you also have to consider the IPO, sorry, inflation also. 10,000 in 1977, sorry, 10,000 rupees in 1977 is not 10,000 today. Because I will take example of, I will say Pani Puri, right? So Pani Puri, what is the cost in 1977? Maybe in 5 paisa you were getting one. I'm just taking an example. What's the today one price? I mean, price for one pani puri, 2 rupees maybe. You see how the price has increased. Similarly, 10,000 will be valued today around 2.5 lakhs. So that was huge amount in that times. And if you have invested this amount, total shares allotted will be 10,000 shares. So I'm just giving an example here. It's not that you would have been allotted all the shares, 10,000 shares, because there is a quota of and there is a limit to how much shares can be allotted to everyone. And it was oversubscribed a lot, the IPO. So you would not have got this much shares. Maybe you would have got just 20, 50 shares, but I'm just giving you an example here. Now the number of shares, say let's say if you got 1,000 shares through the IPO, now the only way of changing the number of shares is through bonus and splits. Reliance never did a split, but they issued some bonus shares. So let's, okay, this is an example of a share certificate. So in old times, there were physical certificates. Now it's everything is digital. So if you see here, this is for somebody whose account number and everything is there hidden. But if you see, he or she has got 22 shares, and the price he or she paid for this is 10 rupees per share. That's why I told nobody would have got maybe 10 that much shares. They would have got 20, 50 something like this. Now this is the bonus that Reliance has issued. So if you see 1983, the ratio was 3:5. That means for every 3 shares you have, they would have given you 5 additional shares. Plus in 1997, 2009 and 2017, they gave you 1 share extra for each share you have. Now through bonus, let's try to find out the final number of shares you will have after all this bonus. So 3:5 bonus. So if you have 1,000 shares or 3, you get 5. So total shares now you have 1,600. Now again, if you have 1997, you get 1 additional share. So 1,600 becomes 3,200. 2009, you have 3,200. You get the bonus of 1:1. Then the total of shares become 6,400. Finally, 2017, the recent bonus that they gave, you have 6,400 shares, and again 1:1 ratio. So you again total number of shares you have is 12,800 now. So you see, I mean 1,000 shares got converted to 12,800 shares now. Now returns is now let's calculate the returns. So today, what is the today's stock price? It's close to 1,600 for Reliance, and total value today will be so number of stocks into price of each stock. So total you have 12,800 stocks, and price of each stock is 1,600. So you are totally have around your worth total will be around 2 crores and 5 lakhs. So basically, if you have invested 10,000, you have become a crorepati today, about 2 crores. And let's say even if you have not got all the shares in the IPO, and maybe after the IPO itself you would have invested that 10,000, still you would have made good money, maybe 1 crores, right? Maybe not exactly 2 crores, maybe 1 crores, half of this maybe. Because maybe say, let's say the stock Reliance listed at rupees 20, maybe let's say double the price. It can happen. It would have happened. I'm not sure about that, but still you would have made a lot of money. The CAGR is around 19.91%, close to 20%. And if in the terms of, if Peter Lynch, he used to call it his multi-bagger stocks. So it's like a 2,400x bagger stock basically for you. And this is like in the 2019 AGM of Reliance Industries, Mukesh Ambani also talked about this. In 42 years, the returns, you can see there, right? So it's, according to them, it's like 2099x bagger. And the price in 2019 was around 1500 something, like they have calculated. So it's like, if you see my calculation and this calculation, it almost close. And they have also shown like how 10,000 would have transformed to around 2.1 crores. Basically, you would have 2 crores today if you have invested in that. So that's all about the returns, and I will say about in what segments Reliance Industries operate and what's their earnings and revenue from all segments, and how they're increasing the share of earnings from digital business and retail business year by year. And their growth is very high. Their revenues are also growing at more than 20-25%, and their earnings are growing at more than 50%. So they're growing a lot fast. And my view is that Reliance will be able to, enter new segments also now. So they will enter, I think, these data centers and cloud segments. They may also enter healthcare segment. So they will try to diversify a lot. And I think if they keep on moving like this, I think they will also create a lot of wealth for shareholders in the future also. So that's all for this video. And if you like the content of this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and also do not forget to like the video. Thank you.